Hello, Hallmarkies and Hardies. Welcome to the Hallmarkies podcast. I am Cammie Clements. I am your host for today, and I have with me one of the lovely Hope Valley kids that we all love listening to and watching, and it is Grayson. Hi, Grayson.
Hello, I'm so excited to be on the podcast today.
Yes, we're so excited to have you, and especially at the end of your birthday week. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, so question number one, how do you pronounce your last name? I have tried and I just don't know, so.
You pronounce it like Shinyei.
Shinyei, okay. My first thought was Shinyei, but I'm like, nah, I bet that's wrong. So Gracyn Shinyei, beautiful name, beautiful.
Thank you.
Any backstory on why your parents named you Grayson or anything like that?
I don't know. I guess they just like the name Grayson. I'm not sure.
Cool. All right. So where were you born, and do you still call the same city home?
I do. I was born in Vancouver, but then we moved to a little town outside of Vancouver. So I'm technically in Vancouver, but not really.
Basically. Mm-hmm. Same thing with me. I was born in one city and then we moved 10 minutes away. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your family, siblings, parents. I saw on Twitter today that you were giving your mom the royal treatment. Good for you.
So I have an older brother who also acts.
Right.
I have a mom who's a dance teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad is a stay-at-home dad, and he watches after me and my brother. And I have a dog.
Oh, what's your dog's name?
His name is Marvin.
Marvin, that's cute. What breed?
He's a rescue, but we think he's a Chihuahua half Papillon.
Wow. Interesting mix.
Yeah.
And what kind of dance does your mom teach?
I think she teaches jazz, song and dance, hip-hop, and lyrical and contemporary.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a list. She must be very accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how was your birthday? I know it probably wasn't nearly as much fun as it has been in the past, but were you able to do something special?
I got to watch my favorite movie with my parents, and we had cake. And we just spent time together.
So what is that favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite part?
Probably the scene where he meets his son.
Oh, tearjerker.
Yeah.
Tearjerker. So on a regular birthday, do you have any special birthday traditions or a place that you go out to eat? Anything special that you do on a regular birthday?
We usually go to a restaurant, like one that I like to eat at usually. And I usually have a party with some of my friends, but not this year.
Not this year. Were you able to talk to any of them? Did you do virtual stuff to have a little bit of a birthday celebration?
Yeah, I FaceTime a couple of my friends, and we mostly just texted.
That's good. That's good. I mean, at least we're quarantined in the day and age of modern technology where we don't have to be completely isolated, right?
Yes.
So what is that restaurant? What's your favorite restaurant?
I'm not sure. We have this restaurant called Brown's where I live, and it's just, I guess, a generic restaurant with a bunch of different types of foods.
Okay, and what is your absolute favorite dish that you order every time you go?
Oh, I usually get the fettuccine alfredo with chicken. It's really good.
You just said the magic words. My mom is Italian, so yes, have a great love for fettuccine alfredo. All right, so let's dig into When Calls the Heart, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
You are one of two kids to be from first episode to latest episode. What is that like?
It's so cool because it feels like when you're on set, you almost know everybody and you know everyone's names, and it just feels like home. Like you've been there I've been there for half of my life, so it just feels like home there.
Yeah. I could almost see, you know, the new adults come in and like, oh, here, yeah, I'll show you the ropes.
Yeah.
Like, what? You don't know that? What? So, how old were you when you started? How old were you when you did your first episode?
I think I was like 6 or 7. I did my first episode.
I still remember when mom comes home with the banged up hands and, oh, mama, I just went, oh, my goodness, that little girl is melting my heart. That was very, very sweet. Okay. So describe for me your first day on set. What was that like?
I remember I was really nervous.
I bet.
And I had a little, like, I was experienced in acting, but I was still getting used to all of it. And
Sure.
I remember meeting Erin, and she was super nice, and she showed me around, and I got to hang out with my brothers on the show, so my fake brothers.
Right.
And after the first day, I was like, wow, this is really fun. Like, I'm excited to come back and do it again.
What was I nervous about, right?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it can be daunting, and then, oh, wait a minute, it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is your very favorite Emily moment? If you had to pick one, yeah, I know, 7 years worth of Emily moments.
Yeah.
Can you pick one?
I think probably when I got to do a scene with Erin. We were sitting in the school, and she put her hand against my cheek, and I held it. And she was apparently going away in the show, and I was just sad that she was leaving, and that was such a fun scene to film with her.
Oh my gosh, I remember that scene. I remember because I have 4 kids, and so I do that same kind of thing with my kids, and so I went, "Aw." So, yes, it was very, very cute, very telling, and very personal. So beautiful job on that scene.
Thank you.
Yes. So I have to ask you about one certain scene in particular that really struck a chord with me, and I know that it struck a chord with a lot of Hardys. When I told my best friend that I was going to be talking to you, she said, oh, ask her about this scene. I said, okay. So the pencil scene. The pencil scene with Mr. Stoneman. So was that challenging for you, first of all? Was that a challenging scene, or was that okay for you to, was that just, you know, a scene?
It was hard. I had to study a lot for it. I kind of don't practice my crying, but I usually think about someone who's died in my life, or something really sad. So I always think about that. And I remember, I don't remember the guy's name who played the teacher, but he was so nice, and he was supporting me. And Michael Landon was on set. He was the director that day. And
he was
so nice. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I was a theater major in college, and I did a lot of acting as a kid, and crying was the thing that I never could quite get the hang of. It's like, I can't do it.
It's hard.
It is very hard to cry on command like that. So did you research how to hold your hand, or did you just kind of work with it and see what worked? Or because it was a very, very powerful scene, the way you played it, and just, why won't you just let me write? Leave me alone. It was very powerful. And just to see the kids standing up for themselves because they hadn't had to with Elizabeth, and now all of a sudden they have a bully for a teacher.
Yeah, so I had to practice holding my pencil like very uncomfortably.
Bet you did.
Yeah, and it was so nice having Carter there on set. He was so nice too.
All right, wonderful. All right, so we already know that you're a fabulous dancer because we see tons of stuff on social media. So do you dance different styles?
Yes, I do.
So what are the styles?
I do tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop, lyrical, song and dance, acro, and contemporary.
Song and dance I heartily approve of. Do you have a favorite out of all of those? Because that's a lot of dancing.
I think I like ballet and jazz. And I really like song dance too.
Wonderful. So because you do song and dance, I'm assuming that includes Broadway.
Yeah, it does.
A little bit. So do you have a favorite Broadway song?
Ooh, I'm not sure. I like the musical Dear Evan Hansen.
I have not seen that one, but
I
hear good things about it.
I'm not sure. I kind of like all Broadway songs. They're all really good.
They are. They are. Okay, so it's very, very obvious that you guys, the kids of Hope Valley, are very good friends, because we see all of you with the pictures, the behind the scenes. You're doing schoolwork together, you're horsing around. So what's your favorite thing to do as a group of kids? And then also, do you have any funny behind the scenes stories with just the kids involved?
Well, I think all kids agree that we like to go to Crafty together and eat food. And
wouldn't?
Yes. And I think probably like my favorite moment with all the kids is when we were in the schoolhouse. And I think it was that we get to go outside and get to play recess and get to play all these games like baseball, and we get to play like hopscotch and jump ropes. That's really fun playing with each other. And I also like the scene where we all got to play baseball together on the baseball day.
Oh,
which was really fun.
Season 4 premiere. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. So who's the biggest prankster out of all of you guys?
Probably Ava. She likes to pull pranks. Yeah. She's a little mischievous.
Dear sweet little Ava. Well,
yes.
Oh my goodness.
We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. They're the good folks over at Skylight Frames. And right now, everyone's looking for the perfect Mother's Day gift. And it can be really hard to find the perfect gift for our moms, something that will be meaningful, but there's something they don't already have. It can be very difficult. And I recently was able to get my parents a Skylight Frame, and it was such a fun gift for them, because it not only looks nice and is, a thoughtful gift, but it also helps them to connect with their family members and gets to see the photos of their family with greater ease. And so it's a really nice product. It's a digital frame where people can email you their photos, so they don't even have to download them or upload them onto the frame like a traditional digital frame. They can send the photos directly to your frame, so they could be out hiking or doing some activity and just with their phones upload it right to the frame, and you could see it, which is really cool. The frame sets up in under 60 seconds. It has a very easy to use touch screen that allows you to connect with your wireless network, and it's an effortless system to send the photos from your family, and it just makes things very, very easy to stay in touch. It's a black frame that looks like a real photo. You can't even tell the difference between your other photos, your framed artwork, and it has a 10-inch screen. You can swipe through photos with your finger, and it has 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love Skylight, they will offer you a full refund. Now, as a special holiday offer, you can get $10 off your purchase of a Skylight Frame when you go to skylightframe.com/Hallmark and enter code Hallmark. So this is a great thing that you can get for Mother's Day for your mom. And that's $10 off your purchase of Skylight Frame. Just go to skylightframe.com/Hallmark and enter code Hallmark. That's Skylight Frame, SKYLIGHTFRAME.com/Hallmark.
There you have it, Hearties. It is dear sweet little Opal who's the biggest prankster. She's been outed. All right. Speaking of the Hope Valley kids, we know that you recently lost your screen brother, Logan, and we wanted to do a little tribute to him today. So what would be your favorite Miles and Emily moment?
Probably when we were doing the funeral scene. It was, I think, the first episodes, and it was the first time we met and we hung out, and I was like, this boy's really cool, I like him. And we got to play games together and we got to do schooling, so that was a really fun moment.
Well, and we are so sorry for your loss, because I know that must have been very hard news to hear. Okay, so now, if you had to pick a favorite character besides Emily, who would it be? Who is your favorite character on the show?
Probably.
We won't tell.
Oh, I love Mrs. Thatcher / Mrs. Thornton. She's probably my favorite. Or I like Rosemary. She's so fun and outgoing, and her character is so cool.
Well, it stands to reason, because you've had a lot of screen time with her, between the macaroni necklace and being her protege with the lovely, with the lovely designs.
Yeah,
I loved watching you mimic her. It was so
Thank you.
funny. I just was giggling the whole time. So so much fun. All right. So what would you say has been your favorite non-When Calls the Heart role?
I'm not sure. I think probably my role on Batwoman or Man in the High Castle.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit for those who don't know about it? Can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Well, probably my favorite Batwoman is I get to play a younger Batwoman, and it's a DC show about, of course, Batwoman.
Right. Yeah. And you get to play the young version of her.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. And what about in the Hallmark world? What would be your favorite Hallmark role besides Emily?
I think my favorite is, I don't remember what the movie was called, but I think it was called Barbecue for Two. And I got to play softball in that movie, and it was a Hallmark movie, and it was super fun.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about. It took me a second because the title is different.
Yes.
I have it right here. A Taste of Summer is what it turned out to be. Okay. All right. A Taste of Summer was your favorite because you got to play softball, huh?
Yeah, that was so fun.
Well, it was a good role for you. It really was.
Thank you.
All right. So speaking of the non When Calls the Heart Hallmark world, we just have to put in a little plug for Cookie Cutter Christmas because I thought that it was so fun, because that was done in 2014, the first year of When Calls the Heart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you guys to have just been starting this show together, and then you appear on a Christmas movie together, and there was 4 of you.
Yeah.
because Jada has now joined the cast. So yeah, there are now 4 actors from Cookie Cutter Christmas. I thought that was so cute. So what was that like, acting with Jada in Cookie Cutter Christmas, and then years later, I'm sure you guys bumped into each other before this, but just years later, hey, we get to act again together.
Yeah, so Jada and I are actually very close friends. We grew up dancing together, and we live about 10 minutes away from each other, and we were best friends when we were younger, like really good friends.
Well then, that made that easy, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Okay, so I'm assuming that you are going to keep acting because you seem to enjoy it very much and you obviously have a talent for it.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Who would you like to work with one day? Who would be your dream star to work with?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably someone like Emma Watson.
Good choice. Very good choice.
I'm not sure, just anyone, I guess.
Hey, it works. If I got the job that I get to work, right? And I get to work with someone cool, right? All right. So if you could play any character that is currently in existence, any character that you currently know of, who would it be?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe someone on a Disney show would be fun.
Any ideas if you had to choose one, or?
Probably like a princess movie would be really cool, or like a Lion King would be really cool too.
Superb choices, both of them. Superb
Thank you.
choices. You're welcome. All right. So, first of all, is there anything that you are just itching to share with us that I didn't ask you?
Well, that I miss seeing all my friends, my Wing Calls the Heart friends, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the episodes.
Well, I can only speak for myself, but yes. I very, very much am. And yeah, you were having a little bit of trouble walking last Sunday, with all the wind.
Yeah.
So, what was that like filming that? I'm picturing huge fans and big wind machines.
They were
of course.
massive.
And
it was like crazy because you almost couldn't hear anything, but it was so cool. Like I've never done anything like that on set before. And it's like
really that was your first time.
Wow. So it was very cool.
So wow, that must have been.
Yeah, tons of leaves in my face.
Oh, lovely, lovely. So the arrowhead, was that fabricated, or was that a real arrowhead that someone had found or someone had made? Or
I think it was a real arrowhead. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so is there anything that you can tell us without being too much of a spoiler? Anything you can tell us about the last 2 episodes?
I don't know. There's a lot I could say. A lot of spoilers.
I know there's a lot you could say.
I don't know, but they're really good. So.
And we get to see you in them, I hope.
I think, yeah.
Okay, excellent, fabulous. Well, to finish off, we just have some silly questions that we always end with.
Yeah.
So, what is the best ice cream flavor according to Gracyn Shinyei?
Ooh, I think like Oreo or birthday cake is really good.
Ooh, birthday cake. You're making my mouth water here. All right, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is light pink.
You're wearing it. Very good, stands to reason. What music are you into right now?
I don't know. I kind of like 80s music. And I like almost all pop music.
Well, I was born in 83 and I had 5 older brothers, so I grew up with a lot of 80s music, so I approve. What is your go-to activity for family night or a Friday night or a group of friends? What's your go-to activity?
Probably watching movies or baking something.
Oh, what do you like to bake?
Cakes, cookies, brownies, cupcakes, you name it. I like to bake it all.
Nice. So the sleepover episode was a lot of fun for you.
That was so much fun.
With the piling of the frosting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, dogs or cats?
Dogs, I think. Yeah, dogs.
Okay. Beaches or mountains?
Ooh, probably the beach.
Okay. Formal gown or sweats?
Probably Sweatpants.
Let's be cozy here, especially right now, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Favorite holiday?
Probably Christmas time.
Yep, can't go wrong with that one. And then favorite Hallmark movie? Doesn't have to be one of yours, but it certainly can be.
I'm not sure. I think any Hallmark Christmas movie is good.
Also a very sound choice. And then this is one that I added. I want to know if there are any hidden talents that are hidden away that maybe the Hardys don't know about.
I don't think so. I just started to learn to play the ukulele, so I guess that might be a hidden talent.
Yeah. That's not something you hear every day.
I'm not very good at it, but.
How long have you been taking?
Well, I think about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm still not that good, and I only know like 2 songs, but I've been learning off the internet.
Off the internet? So you're basically teaching yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, then you should be very, very proud. Excellent.
Thank you.
So you said you know 2 or 3 songs. What are those songs?
I think I know Row, Row, Row Your Boat.
Very
Happy
good.
Birthday, and a Vance Joy song called Riptide.
Wow. On the ukulele.
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive.
Thank you.
Wow. All right. Well, Grayson, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I hope that despite the current circumstances, this is a fabulous year for you.
Oh, thank you.
So do you have any social media that you'd like to share with our viewers and listeners?
I have my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which is all Gracyn Shinyei.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on. And I know that things are probably sometimes even a little busier with trying to fit everything in at home. Yeah. Because I know that it's been that way for me. So I can only imagine trying to fit everything in. All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Cami Drama Girl, Cami spelled Kami. On Facebook, there's the Hooked Hardy Facebook page, and my blog is hookedhardy.com. And you can follow the pod and all over social media at Hallmarkies Pod and Hallmarkies Podcast. If you're listening on iTunes, please leave us your ratings and reviews. And if you are watching on YouTube, which is fun because you get to see Grayson's light sweater that looks so beautiful with her coloring.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Then please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, we'd love for you to consider becoming a patron at our Patreon group. And also check out our merch store. There is tons of Hardys and Hallmarkies and Postables inspired art and merch. So come and check that out. It's the perfect gift, especially when you can't go shopping very often. All right. So thank you so much, Grayson, and thank you, everybody. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye. All right.